What's going on? Hey, what's going on? Hey, 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 get down, get down, get down, get down.
Well, let me just say, that cop, he is a hero, contrary to what everyone is saying. And hi, I'm Jeff, and welcome to another episode of The Minority Voice. And as you looked at that video, you've seen how fast that happened. And for that officer to have the wherewithal, when you seen that guy, if you even noticed it, come bum rush that girl and kick her, while she was down in front of him, he had the wherewithal to see what was happening over there, and he took care of the situation. And I find it ironic that you had individuals say, you know, why didn't he fire a warning shot in the air? And that was Juan Williams of the 5. Dave, would you fire a warning shot in the air?
So it could hit little Jimmy down the street? Probably not.
Okay, that
doesn't seem too smart. I'm sure his training says otherwise.
Yeah, well, that's what one person suggested, Juan Williams, to do a warning shot. And then, you know, I know you've shot guns before, right, Dave?
Yeah.
So I think it was Joy Behart said that why didn't he shoot him in the leg or shoot the knife out of his hand? What do you think about that one?
Oh, the knife out of his hand. He must have missed the week of James Bond training.
Okay, yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, that seems unrealistic to me.
So, friends, you see, this is how absurd people are on the left who are anti-gun. But putting all that aside, the one I want to address is King James. And then that's not from the biblical King James Bible, but that's from the NBA. LeBron James, he came out, and Dave, if you could show this tweet that he did. Now, what do you make of that? You're next? Is that a threat? The fact that he put this guy's photo on the internet for everyone to see, but you know what? He quickly took it down because of the backlash he was getting, and it's fitting too, because you know what? I do recall maybe 6-7 months ago, it's been a while, that King James, when Hong Kong were protesting and an NBA executive came out in support of the Hong Kong individuals. This is what King James had to say. Dave, show that video.
I believe he wasn't educated on the situation at hand. So many people could have been harmed, not only financially, but physically, emotionally, spiritually. So just be careful what we tweet and we say. We do have freedom of speech, but there can be a lot of negative that comes with that too.
Wow. You would think after making a statement like that maybe he would practice what he preaches. But see, the problem is he doesn't, because, you know, he's bought and paid for by the Chinese and he's their mouthpiece. So they gave him that response for that one. And this one was who he really was. And I don't have it. I don't think you have it, Dave, but I would encourage you to go look and see what Sheriff Clark said about King James. And, you know, this guy, as I said, he's nothing but a Marxist, bought and paid for by the Chinese government. And until we wake up and realize that maybe we need to rethink who our heroes are, and take the opportunity to maybe, instead of tearing down those statues of Abraham Lincoln, George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, maybe look at what they did and realize what they added to society instead of King James. But one other thing I want to touch on that is really absent here, that's really tragic. Okay, as you've seen, if it wasn't for that officer, that young lady in the pink, she would have been filet. if she wasn't murdered. And speaking of that, let me step back. Someone else said, called this, they said, well, you know, why did the police have to shoot? Because knife fights are what they do in the hood. Well, first of all, let me just say that's not what they do on a regular basis in the hood. And two, a knife fight is when two people have a knife. When one person has a knife, you know, it's not a knife fight. It's an assault, right? with a deadly weapon. You're right. So, but let me get to my last point here. Where's this young lady at? Why hasn't she made a statement thanking the police officer for saving her life? Because she didn't have a chance. Okay, and you know, you heard the mother of the deceased come out and say she was an honor student, and I don't know one way or another she was, though I have to wonder if an honor student would go around, you know, swinging a blade at somebody. All the honor students I knew growing up, they were maybe not necessarily nerds, but the one thing they weren't aggressive, to say the least. But her mother come out and said that, and it's ironic. This young lady was in foster care. So evidently there were some serious issues behind the scenes going on there. But getting back to the young lady in the pink, where were her parents? If it would have been my sons or daughters and the police officer did that, I would be out there thanking him for what he's done, saving my child. But you've heard nothing, and I wonder why. And that's probably why we are where we're at in this culture right now with this race issue, is because when there is a justice done, because I think it was for this young lady, you don't hear about it, but you hear on the flip side, and next time I want to talk about fatherless families in that, because I really think that is the core to the problems in our urban areas and stuff like that. So until next time, Joshua 24:15.